1971, comedian Benny Hill and Ernie, the fastest milkman in the West. Looking at the album charts, in 1971, the best-selling album in Christmas week came from T-Rex. The album was Electric Warrior. Here's the big track from the album.
And I bring you glad tidings of comfort and joy for this, my favourite show of the whole year bar none, because nothing beats Christmas in the kitchen disco. And I'm so pleased you're here on my dance floor, and you're very welcome. Now, whether you're decorating the house, or you're at work, or perhaps running around taking care of loved ones, whatever Christmas looks like for you, my tunes will add a touch of sparkle and festive cheer to proceedings. Guaranteed, because I've got every Christmas classic in here. Test me. Slater coming up. Whammer on the way. There's Michael Bublé, Shakin' Stevens, Elton, Leona Lewis, Chris Rea, Boney M, Ed Sheeran, Paul McCartney, so many more. In fact, this is a bumper 2-hour edition of my show, so you know I'm going to fit all of them in. And we continue the disco with one of the biggest songs on the UK charts every Christmas, and each year it climbs higher and higher and higher. It's Brenda Lee and Rockin' Around That Christmas Tree.
So SIAS, it stands for Solihull Integrated Addiction Service, which is a bit of a man.
They don't understand. They fear they'll lose so much. Diarrhea, they must talk. Everybody start flip out. They with the girl skin up there, can we give up? Enough of them are fraud and try copy where we live.
Liverpool and Arsenal are currently battling it out at Anfield for the Christmas top spot, while the referee Rebecca Welsh has made Premier League history. With all the action, here's John.
Oh, it's such a good Christmas song, that, isn't it? 6:10, just approaching on your Saturday evening. It's Simon Wilson. We're driving you home for Christmas. Wherever it is you're off to, wherever it is you're going, make me your soundtrack. I mean, there's no point in me saying this if you're not already listening. Because you wouldn't know, would you? But if you are listening, thank you very much for that. There's loads of your festive favourites on the way between now and 8 o'clock. Kadiva on the way at 10, no, not at 10, he's on the way at 8. He's on the way at 8 this evening with New State, kickstarting BCR Dance for your Saturday evening for all those of you who'll be out and about on the town this evening. Before Paul McCartney, we played you Chris Rea and Driving Home for Christmas. Now, I don't know what it is. I'm not 100% sure. Was Chris Rea a Geordie?
Oh, yes.
He was a Geordie.
Definitely.
Because I was going to say, because when you say Rea, it sounds a lot better in a Geordie accent, doesn't it? Rea. That's it. Roy's still here, of course. I don't think he's got a home to go to. So yeah, Chris Rea's a Geordie, and we like to say, and we like to say that in a Geordie accent, don't we? Brilliant stuff. Driving home for Christmas. I was just saying to Roy, maybe if sat-navs were invented back then, he'd have actually got to where he was going to. And probably, 30, 40 years on or whatever it is, he might not still be trying to get there. I wonder how many times he's refuelled in this time.
It's electric.
Oh no, it's electric. Global warming.
Christmas time, where we celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. and what that means for people of faith in this time. What does that really mean for the diversity that is in the city of Birmingham? And we want to have the discussion around some of that as well. And what does it mean to have love and compassion? That's what this season is about, believe it or not.
The team as well. Hope you and all your families have the happiest of festive times, and thanks for being there throughout 2023. You've all been a godsend through a tough year for us. Bless you all. Don't get me started. Is the answer leave the table for a cigarette? It's not, but thank you. Peter and Hilda, thank you for saying that. It means the world, and you know, if we add a little smile to your life every so often, that's all we can ask. But thank you for being here, because if you weren't, we'd feel silly just talking to ourselves, wouldn't we?
We would, and wishing you a lovely festive period as well in Boston.
Yeah.
On the text then, can I just say, it's nothing to do with any sort of bodily function,
No,
is it? Because
Cherry Morton's come on with a bodily function. Cherry, no.
Well, number ending 405, just saying Trump.
No.
It's not Trump. It's not burp. Or
the rule on bodily function, so we don't have to say them on air, James. You're breaking our own rule.
I'll go for a few. It's not burp or eat the last roasty. That's Gail and Phil in Welton, and Agnieszka in Castle Marina. Again, it's not doing that thing loudly. I do want to mention.
It's Christmas.
I know. I want to mention really quickly Wendy and Rob in Kimberley with a string of kisses. They're going for order something online which isn't right, but it's probably the best wrong answer as I can see. And then I just want to mention quickly, you will not like me mentioning the suggestion, but Matt, who is in Dad's Taxi, you're wrong, it's not breaking that.
No, it's not.
But Matt, who's in Dad's Taxi, is the first message this evening to sign off with a lovely and a well-received X.
Matt, despite your ill-conceived answer, we have a no bodily function rule here on Saturday night. You do get the first kiss. And don't forget to give Dad a good tip on getting out of his taxi, because it's double time, isn't it, this time of year?
Yes. Always tip your dad's taxi driver.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A survey suggests that nearly 10 million Brits will do what during their Christmas dinner? What do you think it might be? We have got right answers. No bodily functions, please. It's the NBF injunction has been served. NBF, no bodily functions. It's Christmas, and we don't like talking about it on the radio anyway. But if you think you know the answer, we'd love to hear from you. Drop me an email. It's beat@bbc.co.uk.
When you text tonight, the number is 81333, or you can always WhatsApp on 08000 321 333, starting your message with the word beat.
Call for free.
Call 0808 100 1049.
Now, you know these Christmas songs that aren't Christmas songs, like E17, Stay Another Day, The Spice Girls, Two Become One. There are others.
Is it, what's Frankie Goes to Hollywood?
The Power of Love.
Yeah.
Not a Christmas song, but it was played at Christmas.
Yes.
I think this one, in years to come, might fall into that category, because it does mention Christmas as one word in it, but it's a bit of a throwaway line.
Is it one of my favourite songs?
It really is.
Yes.
Noah Kahn, Stick Season.
As you promised me that I was more.
White tears, don't cry, just laugh. Where Joe is, swear to God, you just
Here on BBC Radio 4.
Thanks, Paddy. In 1973, Stevie Wonder released the album Inner Visions, a masterpiece of social commentary and symphonic artistry. Later this evening, we'll hear how the album bridged Stevie's transition from child star to voice of the people, cementing his place as one of the greatest of all time. Stevie's Inner Visions, our archive on 4, is at 9. But now here's Clive Anderson.
Yes, thank you. Hello.
It was last Christmas, and it was Andy Williams, lovely Andy Williams, before that. Now, in between these Christmas classics, I'm going to give you a few festive facts because I actually love a fact and Christmas is right for the picking. I always do this on my tour. No matter where I find myself, I will talk about some facts, maybe about the venue where I'm in or the city I find myself in, but I love myself a quirky fact. So, try these for starters. The first ever Christmas was celebrated by King Arthur in York in the year 521 AD. Now, I don't know if they had tins of Quality Street back then. I couldn't find out and verify that, but that's when it started. And also, in the song 12 Days of Christmas, all the gifts mentioned add up to 364 gifts, which is almost enough for one gift every day of the year, which, let's face it, is ludicrously excessive. I mean, where would you even put all those French hens for a start? How impractical. Let's have a Christmas song that's far less materialistic. I think, how about some Kelly Clarkson? This is such a great song. Underneath the Tree.
One little thing.
Very experienced.
So my friends come home for Christmas and all.
Who in January take
My inspiration. New.
25 past 6:30 on air, but it will be launched at 20 past in a couple of minutes time over on Facebook. Get over there, it will be launched, so that's brilliant, isn't it? Gotta say as well, a Merry Christmas to producer Alex, the legend that is producer Alex, who's now doing a 6 day straight shift. Well, not he's going home in between the 6 days, like, you know. He's doing 6 days straight all over Christmas, working in ED at one of the local hospitals, so that is going to be quite a feat, that is. So Merry Christmas to you. Apparently I'm the same track to kind of gearing up for that, so yeah, Merry Christmas to you. Enjoy work, and I hope you're just going to make lots and lots and lots of money over that. And I've just got to say as well, a massive congratulations and applause basically to all those people working all over the festive period. Without you, a lot of things wouldn't be possible. So yeah, you are totally underappreciated, and I just want to thank you personally. I haven't got any money, so if you're looking for money, I'm not the person to ask, but yeah, I can say thank you to you personally. Right, 20 past 6, shall we continue your driving home for Christmas playlist in a few moments time? Let's do it. Wizard to play for you there, Christmas hit, of course. We'll get some Slade on, and then we'll do Wilson's big question. Stay there.
Black Country Radio.
880-4541, that's 0330 880-4541, and calls are charged at the standard rate. You've got to be over 18, and all the rules for this network competition are online. Now, lines close 3 p.m. on New Year's Day, that is of course the 31st of December 2023, when we will be making the call. There's no phrase or amount to remember. You don't have to pick up in 5 rings. Just answer your phone and you'll win £300,000 to start the new year with the ultimate bang. And by the way, what a New Year's Eve that you'd have. You know, like, normally it's like, oh, it's going to be expensive, it'll be an anticlimax, everything's double the price. You would be out that door, wouldn't you? £300,000 for your chance to win 300 grand, our biggest prize yet. Text the word WIN, that's WIN, to 63103 now.
Free Radio.
I mean, severe